There was a prophecy from Zechariah 500 years before the betrayal of Jesus. I want to read the passage from the NIV Study Bible and not the JPS Tanakh because there is a difference in interpreting the Hebrew word Yatsar. The idea here is that the original Hebrew would be the inspired text, and translating into English can be a challenge. Yatsar, used in all other passages of the Tanakh, deals with the potter forming clay, as in Isaiah 64, where it references that we are the clay and God is the potter. So I would argue that the NIV and King James versions of the Bible are more true to the interpretation. The JPS Tanakh describes Yatsar as implying deposited into the treasury. That simply does not appear to stay true to the Hebrew. So first, the tradition surrounding the betrayal of Jesus. The high priest paid Judas 30 pieces of silver to betray Jesus and allowed Jesus to be taken into custody at night away from the crowds. After a quick trial, beating, and crucifixion, Judas tried to give the silver back to the high priest in the temple. The high priest refused. Judas threw the silver back to the high priest in the temple. At some point, Judas hung himself in a potter's field. This is what was recorded in the Gospel of Matthew in the Christian New Testament. As the passage continues in Matthew 27, verse 6, the chief priest picked up the coins and said, "It is against the law to put this into the treasury, since it is blood money." So they decided to use the money to buy the potter's field as a burial place for foreigners. That is why it has been called the Field of Blood to this day. Here is Zechariah's prophecy made 500 years earlier. "I told them, 'If you think it best, give me my pay, but if not, keep it.' So they paid me 30 pieces of silver. And the Lord said to me, 'Throw it to the potter, the handsome price at which they priced me.' So I took the 30 pieces of silver and threw them into the house of the Lord, to the potter." As I say, this appears to be a more true interpretation to the Hebrew and quite a powerful prophecy. After all, what are the odds of throwing coins in the temple to pay the potter? One would never expect a potter to be in the temple. For this reason, it is one of my favorite prophecies.